After the tragic death of his Uncle Ben, Peter Parker understood that with great power, there must also come great responsibility, and he became the crime-fighting superhero called the Amazing Spider-Man. While on a mission in space, Peter began wearing a strange black costume that had special abilities, organic webbing, and increased strength. But upon discovery that the costume was in fact an extraterrestrial symbiote that was attempting to bond with him, so Peter rejected the costume, leaving it for dead, and then it found its next host, Eddie Brock, a reporter who also had a vendetta against Spider-Man, and the symbiote bonded with him, and together they became Venom. More recently, Eddie gained the powers over all symbiotes as the King in Black, the ruler of their race, while his son Dylan and the symbiote bonded together as the new Venom. However, Eddie and Dylan have gone to war to control over the symbiote, each convinced that the other remaining bonded to Venom would destroy the entire world in the future, but the symbiote has bonded both of them, believing that bonding to Eddie and his son Dylan have only made their lives worse. So after the battle with a vampiric parasite called the Captive, Venom now hides alone and waiting to die in the least place that anyone would look, Peter Parker's closet. But that isn't his final fate, as his original host Peter finds him, and as he learns that Eddie and his son Dylan are going to a war in a wrestling arena, so Peter decides to participate in the war, and for that he finally accepts the Venom symbiote, and he is back in black again, and Peter is beginning to like his new black costume with his amazing powers. Welcome to Comicstube YouTube channel. In today's video, we will review Chapter 1 of Venom War Spider-Man. You can get the previous parts on this playlist. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe and turn on all the notifications to never miss any future uploads. Please like, comment and share. All the text and images are owned by its respected company. You can support them by purchasing it digitally or from any offline stores. The issue opens up with Peter allowing the Venom symbiote to bond with him. The symbiote is confused as he knows his bad records with Spidey, but Peter allows him to do it, but no bond, separate minds. So Venom agrees to it, and he seems happy to bond with his original host like the first days, and Spidey is rocking the symbiote. So Peter rushes towards the garden arena where the wrestling match is going on, and Venom fears the symbiotes may have gone to war. Eddie, Dylan and other Eddies controlling other symbiotes, and they are here to kill them, as now Peter is wearing him, so they will not spare Peter also. But Peter allows the risk as he is really liking to being back in black. But while rushing through the city, Peter suddenly gets a massive spider sense, but it doesn't warn him about any danger. It feels more like an echo, memories of being together with the symbiote. He's fighting with Venom, but the symbiote gets worried for Peter as he sounds sad. So he asks Peter, is something wrong with his life? But Peter denies it as he sounds great, except his spider sense. So he tells Venom to alert him if he sees any danger. But before Spidey can finish his words, Venom alerts him and they get smashed by the Hobgoblin, and the evil tackles him with the glider. So Peter decides Roderick or Nate is going to teach him a lesson for interrupting other people's business. But Hobgoblin says he knows where Spider-Man's gonna be. But before Spidey can learn who sent the Hobgoblin, it reveals a girl in the Goblin costume. She screams in pain, tells Spidey he took them into the dark and changed them, and she cries for help. But the glider lost its control and it crashes into a nearby building. That girl is dead, but due to the explosion, Peter loses his sense. Venom becomes worried. He tries to wake him up as his mission hasn't finished yet. They need to work together to save as many people as possible, and Venom words makes Peter conscious, and he quickly maintains his balance. He thanks Venom for saving his life. Venom also tells him they are in this together, but Peter has a feeling this is going to get ugly, and he is right, as right in front of him they see a swarm of hobgoblins led by Roderick Kingsley as they brainwash the civilians and throws them at Spidey to make it harder to fight. Venom realizes Kingsley used some kind of mind control to convert these people into his minions, and he wants to eat his brain, but Peter rejects it, and Venom also agrees not to eat because Peter called him buddy. But as the two get distracted, Hobgoblin throws a pumpkin bomb and it explodes in front of Peter's face. Hobgoblin becomes happy that he finally kills Spider-Man, but his happiness didn't last long. As Spidey rushes through the explosion, Venom saved his life again, and he begins to brutalize Roderick. All the chaos and destructions make Peter angry. Venom's also feeling it, and Goblin knows how to use his fear against him. So Venom tries to convince Peter to focus on the fight, but Peter can't, as he needs to save everyone from the Goblin's control. Just because he is riding the alien, it doesn't mean he is not saving lives. But Venom reminds him he is not the same one that he were years ago. He has become steel, and the symbiote gives Peter an extra chain power and a new black costume. And with the upgraded powers, Spidey jumps on the hobgoblins. Venom knows Peter likes to be alone, still thinking like a spider, but he is not alone anymore. They are back, they are together, but right at the time, they get caught in an explosion. The fire makes the symbiote weak, but Peter is still fighting to save the innocent people from the Goblin's control. They are not giving up, they are Spider-Man, but Roderick was waiting for this moment, so he unleashes several pumpkin bombs to take out both Spidey and Venom's lives. But before it can kill them, Spidey gets covered by a protective shield, and Peter knows who the savior is, so he introduces Venom to New York's newest protector, Jackpot, Mary Jane Watson. So both Spidey and Jackpot join together to defeat Hobgoblin and his minions. But while fighting, the symbiote gets confused about MJ and Peter as why he is calling her Jackpot. This is Redhead, who hates him the most, almost as much as Peter loves her. But as the symbiote looks inside Peter's mind, he learns MJ and Peter broke up. She cheats on him for some regular guy named Paul. And then Venom realizes why Peter is sad inside, because he still misses her and he feels alone all the time. Meanwhile, at Alchemax, Meridius, another incarnation of future Eddie Brock, is watching the destruction from his office. He knew the symbiote would bond to Peter, and he was waiting for this, as now he is going to unleash the great chaos in the world that no one can defeat it. And then he presses a button, and suddenly all the hobgoblins, including Roderick, they all get consumed in a black goo. It devours all of them and converts them into a giant octopus-like being. Venom gets shocked, as he thought this thing was only a legend on his planet Clintar, the mind who consumes all it encounters, the arachnoid. So Venom warns Peter that nothing has ever survived its touch. It was feared even by Null, the god of symbiote. If they are going to have a chance, he cannot just be his costume. Peter must be his host. The bond remained, their mind as one. To defeat this monster, they must be together. They must be Venom. And with the upcoming war between Venom Spider-Man and the giant arachnoid, the chapter 1 of Venom vs Spider-Man comes to a close. So which part you like the most? Please share your thoughts on the comment section down below, and please like this video and do subscribe, as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.